Are you sick and tired of being disorganized as a solopreneur, or maybe just an online business owner in general? Maybe you own an agency, maybe you're just a blogger, and you're sick of carrying around like 10 pounds of planners and notebooks. I know I'm sick of carrying them around. I hate all of the crap that I have to try and keep up with in 15 different places online. So if that's you and you want to know how to cut through the junk, well, today I have a special gift for you. We are talking, and I'm saying we because I have a person. Her name's Nicole. I'm going to introduce her in a second, but we're talking about ClickUp for beginners today. We love ClickUp and we want to share this gift with you. So without further ado, hey Nicole, you want to come on in?
Hey Heather, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here today and share all the fun things about ClickUp with your viewers and subscribers and all the amazing people that's just like obsessed with your channel, including myself. Like, if y'all aren't watching her videos, get on it.
I know. Thank you. I know. I even watch my own videos now because my editor's so good. Say hi, Sonia. Without further ado, Nicole, what is this just craziness about ClickUp these days?
For those of you that have not heard of ClickUp, like at all, so as Heather said, it's something that you can get rid of, you know. Like I bought this planner in January, y'all, and I haven't written it since probably February because that's when I started using ClickUp, because ClickUp is basically a task management system. It's all online. They have an app. You can use it. You don't have to use the app. You can use it on your computer, you can use it on your phone, you can take it with you on the go, and it is good for both solopreneurs, agencies, all different levels of businesses and entrepreneurs. So for me, I use it a lot to track, especially with YouTube and for podcast guesting. So we are going to dive in and go through all of the things that you need to know on today's video.
That's the amazingness of what it can do and who it's for, just in a nutshell. So let's just really quick talk about, you had mentioned a couple of the different ways that you can use ClickUp. So I personally use ClickUp for everything in my business, including the agency and the marketing side. So all of my clients, we use ClickUp for them. And then we use ClickUp to manage, plan, market all of my content funnels and everything. So Nicole, what are a couple of ways that you use it in your business?
Yeah, so specifically for me, it's a great way to manage my YouTube content. So I take it from ideation all the way to completion. So from planning, ideas, and brain dumping, just, you know, all the content ideas, all the things I want to share on my channel, and then go from idea to filming to editing to marketing, publishing, keyword research, and that's earlier in the beginning on that research part, because Heather's huge on that. And I know she has a video about it, so maybe she can drop it in the description below so y'all can go check it out. But yeah, so then I go through and I'm like, okay, I need to do a blog post to go with this video. I also need to make some pin graphics to go with this video. And then I need to market it on other places besides just YouTube and my own website, right? So I need to have social graphics. I need to share it in my email newsletter so I can track that through every single step on ClickUp. My favorite part of that though is, you know, everybody had this like Trello love a couple years ago, and I just could not get into it. I did not like the system. But ClickUp has the boards similar to Trello, but my part that I love is that I can see it in the calendar view, because I'm such a visual learner. I like to color code. I can rearrange it, and I can really track what has been done, what's in progress, and where it is in the system of getting it done from idea to completion and marketing and being off my plate.
Even if you're not running a full like on YouTube business, this is still something that you can use as a content marketing strategy, or to track your content marketing strategy for any of your social platforms as well as your blog. So I have two different lists, or what I guess that's what they're called. I have one for the content strategy from, just like Nicole said, ideation to publishing. And then I have another one just for social media marketing. And that's just on the marketing side of the business. Now, pro tip, because not everyone like me, when you get started with ClickUp, I actually got started with ClickUp in 2019 and quit using it because it was way too overwhelming. I was coming from Trello, like Nicole had said, the days of Trello and how popular that was. I came from such a simple platform into something that I like to compare, like Trello being like Apple and ClickUp being more like Android. The complexity and just the depth of what you can do in this platform is gigantic. So this is my pro tip. Keep it simple until you're consistent. Because until you're consistent with using this platform, if you try to get too complicated, you're just gonna stop using it and it's gonna be a waste of your time.
Yeah, and I would say, Heather, with that, like, don't think that you need to have some complicated system and you need to use ClickUp for every single thing. Start with one thing and understand the platform, right? You don't need to go and have automated tasks and these things, and we're going to talk about that in another video, but you can just very easily do simple things. So some things that I use ClickUp for that don't even have to deal with my business are my personal finances, how many books I've read. I also use it for, for my business. I use it for like client management and seeing where people are in process. And I do a lot of client forms. We won't talk about that today because it's a little advanced, but honestly, start with one thing simple that you want to track. And maybe it's, hey, I want to track my gratitude daily, or I want to track how many podcasts I've been on, or I want to track that I'm making Pinterest graphics for each of my blog posts and each of my YouTube videos. Whatever it is, pick one thing and stick to that and keep it simple until you really understand the platform, because that's going to help you as you go through and you start building out these systems. Another thing is, just because you've built, so for me with my YouTube, I had built it one way out with the board system, and I was filming another video and I was like, I should have done this, this, and this. And so instead of worrying about it right then because I was trying to teach people something, I went back later and recreated that board, but it was still the same. I still had all of my ideas on there and I could track my progress, but it's not stone. It's not written in stone. You can rearrange and remake it. Just go and play with it. That's the biggest thing, because once you play, that's how you're going to learn, so you can go and change it in the future. You cannot break ClickUp, y'all. Promise. You can't break it.
You might make a mess in there. Like mine is a disaster, but it's an organized disaster, right? It's organized chaos in mine, but at the end of the day, like she said, you really can't break it. So I have a question for you, Nicole. Is ClickUp really free?
Yes, they have a free forever plan. You can use Heather's affiliate link though in the description below to sign up for ClickUp, because you may decide, hey, I want to do this or this or this, and you realize that it's on the paid level. But you don't need to upgrade to a paid level until you understand that platform and really get used to it. So yes, ClickUp is free for life, and you can add other people and do other things, but honestly, you might not need that. It's really good at its basic intro level.
Oh, I love it. So I actually didn't add any other paid users until we started using it for our agency clients, and that's when I added one paid user. And through the course of that, I actually got a whole bunch of free guest seats. So my other team members that I have working in the business, like my video editor, Sonia, she's got a guest seat with full access, but I'm not paying for her. So it's actually really phenomenal. So we signed up initially for the $5 per month per user plan. And that gave us in the beginning what we needed until, hint, hint, Black Friday, when they run a huge sale, and they sent me an email and allowed me to upgrade to the next level for like $67 for the whole year for all of my people. So it was a really, really smoking deal.
Yeah, it's really good. And I was like, oh, this could cost a lot more, because I feel like there's so many features and you can customize so many things and do a lot of fun stuff with it. And if you're one of those people that like to white label everything, you may want to upgrade to that highest level, but don't feel like that's something you need to rush into. I'm really encouraging people to get used to the platform before you invest any money in it. And I love that about ClickUp is they want it to be accessible to those who need it.
Okay, so one question I got recently on Instagram after someone watched my ClickUp tutorial that I published in 2020, they were asking me if it's possible if you can use ClickUp as a CRM. So I know for sure, Nicole, that you can get a template for free through ClickUp to use it as a CRM. And I want to say, but I'm not 100% positive, that they're kind of moving towards that, because they've already integrated the ability to email within ClickUp. So what do you think?
I definitely think there's the ability to use ClickUp as a CRM. And like Heather said, there's that whole template system that you can use for free. But the thing about it is right now you can't do contracts on ClickUp, which is a big thing for me as a solopreneur to be able to have those contracts streamlined. But I feel like I heard from a little birdie, and hopefully I'm not giving away any secrets, but I feel like that's something that's going to be coming down the pipeline in the future. I think that ClickUp, we've just hit the beginning of ClickUp. They're still a very small company that's taken this entrepreneur world by storm, and I can see the potential there. It's really good. I know, like for me, using when I'm coaching clients, I can go through and I can see, okay, they've scheduled their initial call. I can use the forms, I can send them calendar links, but I don't use it 100% as a CRM just because of that contract piece. And that's for me. Now, some people, you can go through, you can use contracts on other websites and track things, send invoices from different websites, not within ClickUp, but I like things streamlined and simple. I want it all in one space. So right now I'm not using it solely as a CRM, but again, you can look at ClickUp's templates within their system.
Yeah, no, I love it. And they have a bunch of free templates that you can get started with. You do not have to start from scratch or build it out. So I think this is actually a really great point in the video to actually segue to Nicole's tutorial, where she's actually going to show you how to use ClickUp as a complete beginner, like getting started from scratch, how to use this tool in your business. So let's dive right on in.
All right, so we are going to talk about ClickUp for beginners, and I'm going to walk y'all through all of this. So I just made a new account, so that way you can see exactly what you need to do as you're walking through. So I'm going to say, let's do it. And we'll just go with, I'll just say Nicole's workspace because that'll be better. All right. And then I'm just going to leave it. I actually like that color a little bit better. Favorite color theme. Oh, this is fun. I didn't do this on mine, or maybe I did. I don't know. So, right now it's just going to be me. I'm going to say word of mouth, and I'm just going to leave this as it is. So, I don't have anything to import, and now I'm going to click play with ClickUp, because a lot of what you are going to be doing during your setup is playing. So you can watch this if you want. I really don't want to. I'm just going to hit quick start and close this stuff down. As you can see, it has imported a bunch of stuff. So this is that quick start. That's a template. So as we mentioned in the video, there are different hierarchies. So in these hierarchies, this is a space. This is my space. What happens is in the hierarchies is space, folder, list. So you can see there's a folder for quick start and then a quick start template list. I'm going to make, we have our space. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a new space so y'all can see this. And I'm going to say test space. Then I'm going to hit next. It's going to ask me for like an icon. I'll just pick a person and we'll pick this purplish color, and then we'll hit next and we'll keep it under my workspace. And then I'm just going to keep it under this whatever thing. So we have our to do. I'm going to add one and put in progress, and then I'll pick the purple again. All right, so I like that. So I'm going to hit next, and we'll just leave this. I just let it go pretty much default. So we'll just go with that, and we're going to hit create space. All right, so within this space, it's already created a list. So I'm going to create a folder, and we'll name this test folder, and we're going to go with that. And then what will happen, you can see there is a new list under this. So I'm going to apply that so I can pull in the same test views. All right, so I like, if you're coming from Trello, you're going to really like this process with the boards. So that's one thing. So there are different views within ClickUp. So I like these. So let's say I want to film ClickUp collab with Heather. All right, so that's going to go under there. So that is a to do. but I also need to film ClickUp walkthrough. So I've already done this. So what I can do, I can move it to in progress or complete. So actually this is going to be in progress. And then what I may need to do is add that I'm going to make a thumbnail for YouTube. And this is just a very simple way that you can see this. So within this list goes within this folder. So if I click this list, which is just under the space of test, I can't see all of those other things. So I'm going to go back to my folder, and here's the list view. So if I wanted to see the completed statuses, so I can do that if I want to. I do like to see that because I want to see what I've actually completed. And then here is the board view. So you can also add a view. I like calendar a lot, so I'm going to hit pin so that way it will stay up there. So let's go back to this. So let's say this is in progress right now. So I'm going to make that it's going to be due today. I'm going to close that. All right. And then when I go back over to calendar, I want to see that I have to film that on Monday, May 31st. All right. So that is a fun way you can look through different things. You can also add other different views if you wanted. Heather does more on the docs and other stuff, or Google Docs. I don't do a lot of that. I do use forms. But again, I think that is a paid level, so I'm not even going to go into that, but it is a view that you can add. All right, so one thing that I do like to do, so on these lists and over here is you can customize. So let's say if you hover over these three dots, you can add different things on here. So I like to do different things. So this custom field. So if I wanted to do a drop down, I'm going to say collabs, and then I'm going to say my channel, just as an example. So if I want collabs, I could do red there. My channel, I'll do pink. And then let's say ideas maybe. So I'll do that as blue. And so what'll happen is it adds this column. So this is going to be a collab, and then this is going to be my channel. So I like this because I can kind of see what's coming up, what is in progress, all of that good stuff. Again, you can add due dates. So I've already showed you that. But if I wanted to go in on here, on this actual task, I can add a subtask. So let's say I need to write a script. I don't script my videos, as y'all can tell, but let's say I needed to write the script. I can just do that and add that as a subtask right there. If I've completed the subtask, I can click this and I can go down to in progress, or I can go to complete and it will complete it and mark it off. So that is another way you can track task within task, which is a lot of fun. Checklists and all of that good stuff. So you can actually make a template if you wanted to do. So let's say that we really liked this. So let's go over here. I think we're going to go, we can just click this and hit save as template. So test template. And again, this is just a basic overview of all the things. So if I wanted to do that, so let's say I'm going to go into this space and I'm going to add a list. All right. Testing list. All right. So I've gone over to testing list, and what I want to do is go in and I'm going to click this three dots. I'm going to go to template center, browse templates, and I have my test template here, and I'm going to hit use template and import. So you can see it's going to end up bringing in all my stuff from over there. So now what I can do is rename this and start using all of these things the way that I want to. So that is an easy way to use templates within ClickUp and use all the hierarchies. So again, the hierarchies are spaces, then folders, and then lists. And again, I really enjoy the calendar view up here in my test space. So y'all can see I have the calendar view right there. And if I add other dates, I'll be able to see all of those things that are due. So yeah, just a little walkthrough of simply using ClickUp for beginners.
All right, so that's it for today's ClickUp for Beginner tutorial. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on the channel and sharing all of your knowledge.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me, Heather. It's been a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to do this again. Now, everyone watching this video right now, we're also releasing another video on Nicole's channel, so we're going to link it in the description down below. Make sure you head on over and watch the ClickUp for Client Management System. I think it's going to be called something like that. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. If you liked this video, give it a like. Let us know if there's anything additional about ClickUp that you want to learn down in the comments below. And that's it for now. So head on over and watch Nicole's video on ClickUp for Client Management. We'll see you next time.